oneself has become both challenging and essential. Our next speaker will guide us through this important conversation. Esther Ekoko is a business growth strategist, personal brand expert, and international development professional with over 5 years of experience helping CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business owners scale their business. Products and employing sales strategy, visibility, and growth systems. Having worked with more than 70 founders and business leaders, Esther specializes in helping women their businesses transform from their products and services into scalable and sustainable revenue ventures. Her expertise span business growth, launch strategy, offer positioning, audience development, and personal branding. Through her work, she helps founders clarify their value, proposition design, repeatable launch system that drives engagement and conversion, and build measurable frameworks that support long-term success. Beyond business development, Esther is a general woman rights and international development professional, bringing a unique perspective at the intersection of entrepreneurship, leadership, and empowerment to impact. She is currently pursuing a PhD in international relations and is passionate about enhancing competition around leadership, development, innovation, and opportunities for women and emerging leaders. Esther is also a committed mother, a woman of faith, who work is guided by purpose and impact. Please, participants and guest speakers and listeners, kindly welcome Mrs. Esther Ekoko, a business strategist and the founder of the Branding Eve, as she lays up on the topic becoming without losing yourself, the pressure of identity in a loud world. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here to speak. I'm privileged. I listened to Dr. BCONI and I really enjoyed it. I joined just when he started his presentation. Thank you very much, sir. What stood out to me in everything he said was the importance of structure, having pillars, and he also spoke about having boundaries, creating boundaries, especially with the use of social media, which also kind of relates to what I'm going to speak about today. And I would like to start, because of time, I know time is far spent already. I would like to ask a question. I mean, just think about it. When last did you do something? When last did you do something because it was simply what you wanted to do? Not because the world is watching, not because that's what you're supposed to do, or not because you're trying to prove something to somebody, not for likes, not for approval, just because it was you. When last did that happen? We live in a world today where everybody has opinion about everything. What you should, in fact, from when you are a child, you finish secondary school, what you should study, people have opinions. What you should go to university to read, the kind of jobs you should take on, how you should present yourself, how you should sound, what your face should look like, what your body should look like. I mean, that's what pushes people to go under like the blade, do surgery, try to alter themselves. What success looks like. Everybody has an opinion on what success should look like. What you should be achieving at 25 years old, what you should achieve at 30 as a woman, you should be married, you should have kids. The world has an opinion. And somewhere in all of that noise, a lot of young people are struggling to become, they're struggling to find themselves. And in the process, they end up becoming someone else's version of themselves. They end up becoming what the world or what the society has said they should become. And thank you to the person that introduced me. Just like she said, I'm a personal brand strategist. And one of the things that I do is I help founders, CEOs, business owners, I help them build personal brands. That's what I do for a living. Now, the first thing I always have to do before we start working on strategy or anything is to undo the damage, because you find out that a lot of even CEOs of big companies, a lot of the things that they are doing, how they want to position themselves is so that we have to be permanent proper, we cannot do it. And I'm like, no, I need to know who you are comfortable being, because that is who we have to put out to the world. You are the CEO of a company making 9 figures, 8 figures, 7 figures USD, and they because the world believes that they should be so professional, their language, they have to be this, they have to be that, they have to appear this way. But behind that, who are you? Who are you? So that's always like the bottleneck for me, because to be able to build a personal brand that makes you stand out, you have to be you. So there's always a struggle to help them find themselves before we start to work on like the strategy and all of that. And this damage is something that starts from when we are to everybody, even outside of this client, that's Africa, even in like Western world, everybody is shaped by perception of how we should act, how we should behave, how we should talk, what we should do. Now, there are three pressures that I see today crushing identity of young people, and I'm just going to run through those pressures. The first pressure is the comparison culture. There is a culture of trying to compare, and I see a lot of parents even do it, like, you not see your friend, you not see your so this, and I'm like, no. When you start doing that to a child at that age, it's like the subconscious mind of the child is just there, and as they're growing older, they continue to compare themselves. Now, comparison has always been there. Now with social media, that's why I am also going to talk a little bit about social media. Thank God that Dr. Bisioni said something about it, about creating boundaries. It's something that I personally do in my life. I set timers for apps, Instagram, WhatsApp. I set timers. On my WhatsApp, I cannot exceed 2 hours a day. It locks me out of, it just kicks me out. Once I've exceeded 2 hours, until the next day, I won't open it again. Now, comparison has always been there, but social media now has given it a stadium. Social media has made it more. So you are scrolling on social media, you are seeing people post their highlights reel or post things happening for them, and suddenly you are just sitting where you are and you're comparing yourself to people that don't know you. You're comparing yourself to, there might even be people that know you, maybe your colleagues from school, your ex-schoolmates, and you're comparing like, hey, this person don't get a job, or this person has left me. You start comparing yourself. Now, there is danger there. I mean, it's good to aspire to be more, to do more, but the danger you start to do to yourself when you don't have boundaries is, danger is quiet. It starts to work on your mind when you spend so much time looking at other people's lives that you stop knowing what you actually want from yours. You now start to automatically want what they are showing you, not what you would naturally even want for yourself. Now, I know of a particular young girl that I knew her from when she was very young, and she's somebody that she's very expressive, always acting drama, when being involved in plays and all of that. And all of us just felt like, oh, this girl is maybe going to want to follow that line. I mean, it was evident that was a gift that God had just given to her. And she finished SS3, and she struggled to get into university. She was trying to get medicine, wrote jam several times. And I was like, why are you really struggling with this medicine? And she's like, all our friends, all our mates are doing this, that's where the problem, she's starting to compare herself. Now, the second thing and the second pressure is expectation from family, from culture, religious expectation. Now, these things are not bad. This having maybe your family expecting something, they have some expectations of you, religious expectations. These are not bad things. Some of them are the very things that hold us together. But sometimes the identity that has been handed to you was built for someone else's life. It's just like your parents wanting a child to be a medical doctor by force, because that's what maybe they wanted for themselves but couldn't get. So when some of these things are handed down to you, you start to walk around with it, you'll be wondering why it doesn't fit, why you're not fulfilled, why am I not feeling. There are a lot of people that are doing well, they're doing very well in their careers, but they don't feel fulfilled because they just went with the flow. My dad said I should study accounting, just went with the flow, and they are where they are today, but then they are not fulfilled. Now the third one is the hustle standard. Now today the hustle culture is everywhere. Everybody hustle. If you are not working, you are not hustling, you are almost useless. If you are not burning out, then are you even doing anything? If you are not sacrificing your health, you are not serious, that means you are not serious. If you are not working, if you are not suffering visibly, that means you don't deserve maybe money. That's the belief. Now this pressure is also subtle and it's brutal, and it tells you that who you are is not enough, that you have to continue to perform, that what you are producing, your results, is what makes you enough. Now, I have a personal experience with this, and it took me a while for me to understand this. But I also came from a family of high performers. My parents are professors in the hospital, in the university. They are retired now. So I grew up in the university environment. You have to read, I finished the first class, I got my second degree, I got my third degree, I'm on my fourth degree now. And so there's just that high standard that has been set. And I just felt like I had doing. I had to continue at hitting everything, and I burnt out. And when I decided to rest, like, okay, I need to. In fact, my rest was even forced for me because it was when I was pregnant. I got pregnant, I was so ill, I had to bed rest, and I had to rest. That period of rest, I was almost depressed because I was not working. I felt useless, I felt like my life had no meaning, I'm not doing anything. And they're like, you have to rest, but I feel useless because there's that thing that you just have to continue to walk. Now, I'm going to give you 3 anchors that can help you hold on to find yourself in this noisy world. In this world that says you have to be XYZ, this is how you should be done, this is how you should, this is the path. You finish secondary school, enter university, NYSC, get a house. First one is know your non-negotiables. You have to have non-negotiables. With founders. Right now, I think the most recent client I signed should be my 79th client. So I work with founders, that's founders of big companies. Now, every one of them, I love what I do because I get to sit down and listen to people that have built this incredible products and services and businesses, and I get to ask them questions and tap into their knowledge. Now, every one of these people that I have worked with or have met over the course of my life and I've built something meaningful, a lot of them have a list, or conscious or unconsciously, they have a list of things that they will not trade. Now, I'm not talking about skills, I'm not talking about goals, I mean values. Values. Skills, when you write it down. I know we're in a digital world. I have digital journals, but nothing beats when I write down in my journal, like the book. So when I pour things down, I'm able to put things in perspective. Even my goals, strategies, things that I want to do. Okay, this is where I want. Business to. This is the next step. I put things down. I'm able to really look at things from it. You have things in your head and you're just dreaming, but when you put it, you are able to negate. Those can be anything, non-negotiables. The second anchor is letting becoming be non-linear. Remember, I said we live in a world where everything you have to go to school, get a degree, get a job, have a career, you'll be successful, you'll be. Life doesn't work that way. I shared a lot with myself yesterday. I struggled to get a job. I had a master's from Obafemi University. I struggled to get a job. A master's. I was at home for Instagram, that's all these thrift clothes on Instagram. I've carried clothes to sell, like hawk. I've hawked food. If when I tell people my story, they're like, nah, I can't believe it. I say yes. I've cooked. That was times I would cook. I was in my father's house. I would buy food, use my father's gas, cook, put packets, carry it on my head, go to schools. So I used to go to like secondary schools, wait for them when they are on break. And I was 7, I was making money. I was making money then. It was small, but I was living with my father. I was not paying rent. I didn't have a lot of bills, so I was okay with what I was making. From there, I gathered some money. I was able to start up. I opened a boutique. So that linear path that I thought was going to come for me, they told me, "Oh, you need to do this stuff. Be intelligent, be brilliant, pass your exams in school." That's what they told me, and I thought, okay, yes, that's all I need. No interviews. I went on. I attended interviews. I walked around Lagos. At a bank interview. Don't be so fixed that, oh, this is how. Let God guide you. Let God guide your path. It might be go to school. In fact, we have people that drop out from school that are doing very well. It might be go to school. From school, you might even start doing business from school. From school, your business may blow. There are so many things you can do today. As I speak to you right now, I am doing so many things. I'm a lecturer in the university. I don't say this a lot of times, but I'm a lecturer. I'm running my business. I'm doing my PhD. I'm a mother of 2. I am a consultant in 3 different agencies, and I'm a speaker. I get invited to speak all over, not just in Nigeria. I get to travel. So I'm not just I'm not just stuck to one thing. I'm also becoming. Everybody is still becoming. I don't think until you die, there's nobody that'll say, yeah, I have finished arriving. And we are all becoming. So my becoming, I've decided to detach myself from this is how your life should go. Some people go back to school at 50. I was reading a story of a woman that finished training her children and she decided that she too wanted to go to school. She wanted to go back to school. Now that is somebody that is trying to become in a non-linear way. Now, moving on, because of time, I really want to wrap this up. I think I've explained 2 anchors. The third anchor is protecting your becoming. Now, this one is one a lot of people skip. People know, a lot of people have non-negotiable, they are flexible and trusting the process, but they are not very careful about protecting their journey. Number 1, be careful of the things you consume. Still back to social media. Be careful of unfollow people. Anybody that is not adding to you, you can unfollow them. Thank God now, even on Instagram, there's a way you can put you don't want to see this again. Like maybe I don't want to see this type of, because nowadays it's not only people you follow that their content comes into your feed. Even people you don't know, their content just pops up. You can click I don't want to see this anymore. You need to be intentional about the things you consume, the books you read. You need to feed your mind. I used to be someone that used to struggle with reading like good books. That's not novels now, like inspirational books. And then I decided to switch to audiobooks. So I pay for the app now. So I just plug it and I pay and I listen to things that lifts me up. Curate what you consume. If you are in a particular career line, you should be taking in and digesting information about your career. If there is a particular path that you're going, I'm currently taking a course I'm taking on project management because I want to delve into, like I said, I'm also becoming, I want to delve into project management because I've noticed that a lot of my clients are also wanting me to step into project management, like in that capacity. So I'm taking some courses on that. And nowadays, in fact, every morning now while I'm working, I'm taking care of my baby, I just put on my AirPods and I'm listening to things about like teachings on project management, even news, things, the new developments. You need to encourage yourself, learn how to feed yourself. Be intentional about what you're feeding you. You may just say, I'm just scrolling, maybe it's just Instagram. No, that time you are wasting. That time you are wasting. And what your feed shows is a silent identity architect. Like it, whether you like it or not, it shapes you. It shapes you. I've seen it I've experienced it in my own life. The kind of people that I am always scrolling, checking my subconscious mind, unintentionally, I find myself wanting to dress like them. I'm going to Owambe. I want corsets. That's the trendy thing now for Nigerian. While there's Owambe, and my tailor is like, what style? I'm like, corsets, so that it will be snatched. Why? Because that's what I'm saying. And now I'm tailoring my identity towards that. There's nothing wrong with corset, but I still love a snatched outfit. But I'm just using that as an example. Another point is choose rooms that don't require you to shrink. You need to also be intentional about the people you keep around. Apart from what you consume, the people you keep around you. You need to keep people that, number 1, would inspire you. Number 2, would not make you feel some type of way about your growth or what you want to do. I always encourage people, make friends with people that are better than you, people that have no reason to look and be jealous of you. I always keep people that are all my friends I'm in my 30s and most of my friends are like in their 50s. I cherish the knowledge that I get from these older people because they look at me like, Esther, you're just starting your life now. I have my last baby is just 5 months old. I still have like really small babies, and I see people that their own children are already in the university, and I want to learn from them. Actually, people I keep close to me, those ones that I don't need to try and shrink myself around them. Rather, I look up to them to get from them. Now, also know the difference between growth and assimilation. Growth is, you want to expand, you want to grow, while assimilation is like to compress yourself, to disappear. You need to tell the difference because that will also guide you in the kind of spaces that you should keep yourself, the spaces where you should exist. Now, just to wrap up because of time, you are allowed to build and stay whole. You are allowed to build, find yourself. Don't, it's not just based on what everybody is saying or what the noise, what the world expects, but what you yourself want. What do you as a person want? You have permission to take up space. You have permission to grow at your own pace, not at the pace of everybody. I remember when I finished from uni, all my mates, everybody got jobs. Everybody, at least after NYSC, like 2 years, 3 years after, all my mates, everybody was working and were snapping, posting pictures of office. I was at home in my father's house. I was crying every day. But I had to, you have to grow at your own pace, whether that is fast or slow. And be ambitious, but also be grounded. That is why the first thing I said was have non-negotiable. Your non-negotiable might be your gym. Just like Dr. BC only spoke about, like when he was plotting the wheel of life. Your own might be, you might want, maybe it's the gym that keeps you grounded. Mine is my faith. Be ambitious, be visible and private too. Be bold and still, all at once. You can do it. And say, this is not for me without explanation. If something is not for you, you should be able to say, this is not for me, without having to explain, or even if people feel you are not cool. Like, oh, this is what you do. This is how everybody is doing it now. Why don't you want to do it this way? It's just not for me, because it's not for me. It's not for me. So you have permission to do that. The child that rises is not the one who becomes whoever the room needs. It is the one who walks into every room and remains unmistakably, unapologetically themselves, because that is how you differentiate yourself. That is how you are able to stand out. That is how you will make a name for yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Esther Ekoko, for that enlightening presentation. One of my key takeaways from your presentation is let your becoming be non-linear. This is a powerful takeaway for me, because it's means that my personal growth does not always happen in a straight line. Just like when you were giving your presentations, you said you came out with first class and you had a lot of steps. Even with your first class, you weren't given the opportunity to get a job. So, my becoming non-linear means that my growth does not always happen in a straight line. There might be setbacks. There might be failures and unexpected changes, but these are often part of the journey of becoming who I am meant to be. So thank you very much, Madam Esther. That was a beautiful presentation. Please, we just have a few questions in the chat box because of our time. So if you have questions, please kindly drop them in the chat box. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So we move to goodwill messages and some of our sponsors and our goodwill contributors behind every successful mission. There are people who believe in it and who support it and help it to grow. We will now invite our goodwill contributors to give their thoughts and encouragement. Please help me welcome Dr. Powell Pala, Mr. Olako Akinyi, playing Igbo Nigeria, Mr. Emmanuel Mayube, and Mr. Billy. Please, if you're on the call, go on with your good message.
I don't know if I can go first. This is no one. This is I'm the only one unmuted.
Please come back, ma'am.
Okay. Hi everybody. Good morning. Depending where you're joining today. I'm so excited to get on honestly. It's truly an honor to be part of the Silent Forces Summit 2026. And I've listened to most of the speakers as spoke, and listening to Esther.